Shaving with Rich. Agartha, epic artisan shave soap on a mission to discover Agartha. Through the eyes of Douglas Smythe, he discovered a few clues to an unforgettable place, Agartha. The journey soon begins, so get ready for an adventure. I mean the kind of adventure that dreams and legends are made of, filled with mystery, passion, and perseverance. Agartha. Tales from Hollow Earth. Coming soon. I mean, wasn't that trailer epic? Seriously. I mean, this has to be one of the greatest soap reviews that I've done to date. Not the easiest, for sure. If anything, I think this has probably been the most difficult. Look how much growth I have on my face. Trying to figure out, like, how do you actually take this, Agartha, and explain what it really is to people so they can get it and understand it. And I've racked my brain on it. I haven't shaved. It's been my thing. I'm like, I'm not shaving until I figure this out. And a lot of soaps are great. There's so many artisans in this industry are truly great. They make awesome soap. You guys know, you've seen my reviews, you know that I'm a fan of a lot of soap artisans. But some of those reviews are very easy. Like, I just, you know, well, unscrew the lid, take a deep breath in and go, that smells exactly like whatever. Insert whatever. Fresh limes. Which I might just love that scent. Truly love it. And then there's others, you know, oh, that smells exactly like, and do that. And the soap performs well, and I'm a fan of it, and it's great. Those are fairly easy reviews, to be honest. You know, if the soap performs well, I'm just honest about it. And if the scent's great, I'm honest about that. I'm honest about everything. When it comes to a review, I'm going to give it to you straight. And then you stumble, after all of these reviews, you stumble across this. And then you rack your brain, like, how am I going to actually give justice to this? How do I explain to these people what this really is? And what this really is the product of a man who is a real artist. Not to put down anyone in the industry by any stretch of the imagination, but I wanted to give a special review of this soap right here, guys. Take a close look. This is the stuff that stories are made of. Or I could even say the reverse. This is made from out of the stuff from stories. Legends. Call it whatever you want. Do me a favor. Research the word Agartha. Just like that. And then what you're going to find out, or you can just take me on my word, what you're going to find out is that there's a whole legend about this. And then, instead of just making a soap, this is like a novel. That's why there's been a trilogy. There's a whole trilogy involved with this. Douglas Smythe puts art into the soap. So he's a soap artisan. Great. And he's a great one. He makes awesome soaps. Just to be honest. And to give it to you straight. And but lots of you can say that about a lot of people. Like, we have so many amazing soap artisans. Truly, we do. But Douglas Smythe has done something different. He's added not just the soap to it, or an awesome smelling soap, but he's actually added an artistic quality that makes the soap like come alive, really. It's like, what is, I love it because it fits into, you know, when I talk about what shaving is. What is it? What is it really? Is it just standing in front of a mirror and shaving? I just putting, you know, blade to skin, going through the routine. Is that all shaving is, or is it something more? And, you know, I've had several videos explaining that there's something more. What I love about this is that it's just one more step. It does show that there is something more. Douglas Smythe has made a trilogy, like an epic novel, and asked themselves the questions like, how can I implement a soap that is going to fit in to this legend or this story? How can I make it come alive? So when somebody is shaving, yeah, they smell good, but they're not only smelling good and enjoying the experience, but they become part of this experience. They're shaving, they're thinking about themselves inside of this epic legend. You know, read up on the story, find out there's multiple layers deep of what the soap is. And so without going on, because I know that I am probably well known at this point for going into far too much detail and long videos and all that, and that's just who I am, to be honest. It's just my passion coming out. But I can tell you one thing, that not only is it great soap, but this is a great artist. He has the mind of an artist, and it's genius what he does. Because who would think, you know, let's just take something like an everyday product and let's add something that makes it come alive. Let's make it so it's just not a common, you know, everyday product that, you know, whatever it might be, and not even think twice about it, but let's bring it alive. How can I make this come alive? How can I make this speak more than just smell? Let's make this speak. Let's put a story behind this. And that's really what this is all about. And so you guys aren't going to get from me what this soap smells like today, because I'm saving that for the actual review of the soap. You know, like I do that for every soap that I have. I'm going to do a review for it. I'm going to tell you, how does it smell? How does it perform? What is the lather like? What's the slickness like? What's the cushion like? What's my experience? What are my impressions? You get all that in a soap review. But this is the first time that I've actually taken 3 videos to describe an experience. That's why I decided, because Douglas had done a trilogy of soaps about a story. You know, pick your favorite trilogy. You know, they're great. There's a series of events. Same with this. It's a soap. It's a series of soaps. There's 3. So a magic number for me to give justice to what this whole concept is. And maybe this is the first time that you guys have realized that Douglas Smythe is making soaps with a whole novel behind it, a story behind it, making them come alive. This is actual art in the shaving community. Aside from, you know, just label art, but this is an art in and of itself. What would it smell like to be like in Inner Earth, or just whatever that next story is that he is? He puts himself in it, and how can I make this come alive, and how can I express that through my passion, which, you know, I'm sure he's thinking in his mind, his passion, it's my passion as well. How can I make this soap come alive so it means something? And only will you ever find in the industry is someone that is willing to do that. You'll only find that if that person is passionate. Now, why is that important? If you never tried any soap from Douglas Smythe, Why would it be important to know that he's passionate? How could you judge anything of his soap smell or performance or anything off of if you had no information? If I can tell you this, if all you knew was that knew his passion, the rest comes together. Because you can't, yeah, I mean, if you have passion, you stick to it and you've been to it long enough, you're going to figure it out. This is one way of proving somebody's passion, because they take it to another level. I mean, if he's doing a story about, you know, aliens, this guy is going to go to Roswell and he's going to get to the inner story, and he's going to figure out how he can make that come alive and express it through his way of art, which is soap, and a lot of other things as well too. But in this case, soap. I mean, soap. Who would think you'd take something like this and make it an art out of it? Well, he did. And that is why I'm taking 10 minutes to explain this to you guys, so that you guys will know that I need to go to his website. I'm getting nothing out of this, just so you guys know. But I need to pull that soap up. I need to read the story. I need to find out what this thing is all about. You can pay the same amount for this soap as you are for any of the other soaps. With this soap, you get a whole story behind it. It's like getting a story and a novel or a movie, whatever, however imaginative you want to be. That's what you're getting here. And so stay tuned for the shave, because that's coming up. I finally figured out what I was going to do to try and give justice to this. So for no other reason, you guys just know that, yes, Douglas Smythe, he's got like 60 soaps. And I'm going to be straight with you. Do I think all of his soaps, would I buy 100% of his soaps? I just think that everything that every art piece he's ever done is amazing? Well, no, I don't think any of us would smell 100% of someone who had 60 soaps and go, yeah, I have to have that one, I have to have that one. 60 times over 100%. So, I mean, I don't own all of his soaps, but dang, man, I think there's anybody in the industry, if you have 60 soaps, and a guy with this much passion is going to find no problem finding half a dozen that you love and don't want to live without. I mean, I would show you. Maybe it is good that I show you. Let me show you. So here's all I'm saying. Do you need 60 soaps? No, nobody does. Does it matter if you like all 60 soaps? No, it doesn't matter at all. Because this right here, this is all that a person would need, right? I guarantee you're going to find some scents that you like. And if you don't, if it's only scent, great, do that. But if you want more, if you want to find an art in the art of shaving, he's the guy. I promise you. So here you go. So you have Agartha. Look into that. But if you're not interested in the story, look at that. This was my first soap ever. Look at the art on that. Here's a guy with a creative mind. And obviously he has a passion, because do you stumble? I said this in other videos. I'll say this about my friends, Local Gent Company. I said it in my video of them when I did a little lather on their soap. Can you stumble on a soap that good? No, you can't. Obviously they have a passion for what they're doing, because it comes out in their soap. And the point I'm trying to make is, whether you're into the stories or you're not into the stories, what's cool about this soap, Agartha, is there is a story in addition to a great soap. And you don't have to pay anything extra for it. But this was my first experience with Phoenix Arts and Accoutrements. This was my first impressions, aside from the two awesome razors, which I did reviews on, the double open comb, which many people are aware of, and the Sidewinder, which frankly I think hasn't gotten all the attention that it deserves, because it's an awesome razor, and if you don't believe me, watch my video on it. Anyways, I knew when I looked at this is a guy that has a creative mind and passion, because things don't manifest themselves like that just by the roll of the dice. And if that's the only thing that you know, And you can know, you put those combinations together, you're going to get some great stuff. So, boom. Here you go. Here's another one. You guys might not like this. This might not be your scent. This smells exactly like a brownie. Let me tell you, I would eat this stuff if my eyes were closed and I didn't know any better. Someone put it in front of me, said, hey, here's a piece of fudge, here's a piece of chocolate, whatever, brownie. I would eat it. I honestly would. It smells that good, okay? So maybe you're not the guy that would say that smells good. That's what you want in your shaving experience. Great. But I'll tell you, for what it is, because he has that mind, he nailed it. Maybe you're the guy that likes one of the scents that I don't really get into that much, to be honest. But maybe, if it's not that, maybe it's this one right here. Man, I haven't even reviewed these yet. But the reviews are coming, and I might be spoiling them, too, honest. Because I'm just telling you. You can smell the passion in here. This smells like I love the smell of coffee. I always have. But this smells just like it. I mean, a fresh pot. Anyways, that's what I'm getting at. Stay tuned for the actual shave and the review of the soap. That's going to be coming right behind this one, I can guarantee it. But I feel adequate now that I've told it my impression of what this is. Because this definitely isn't just shaving soap. Or even just great shaving soap, for that matter. There's something more to it. There's the deeper levels, just like I say on what shaving is. There's more to it. It's more than what it looks like on the outside. It's the deeper part. And that's the genius behind this. So, stay tuned for the next one. Take a look. Go to his website. Read the story. Read up on it. Get into the story. Put yourself in the middle of it. When you shave with it, think about it. Have that experience. Put your, for me, shaving is an escape from the crazy parts of life we all go through. But for me, it used to be a chore. Now I enjoy it. It's something I embrace, something I look forward to. You know why? Why? Because I get to choose what I shave with. I don't just get the one smell, one scent that I've been shaving with for, months on end, years on end. Never even think twice. It's just a routine. But now it's a passionate thing that I have, because now it's something that's come alive. I get to enjoy it. I get to pick it. So I get to be in that experience. So I make sure that when I shave, it's not when I'm in a hurry, because it's one of the things that I look forward to now. I want to embrace that whole experience. What I'm saying, bottom line, is he helps you. And if you appreciate art, like I appreciate art, then I think you'll appreciate this great story. So do yourself a favor, log in to his website, pull up the soap, read about the trilogy, and you'll find out all about it. If that interests you, do yourself a favor and order you some of this product. Now, that being said, I'm still going to be absolutely honest about the soaps and the reviews and the scents and my impressions of them. So if this was a soap that I thought performed well but didn't do my fancy on the scent, I'd be honest with you. But you're going to get it straight from me in the next video, exactly what my impressions are of the soap itself. This is just what is behind the soap, because it deserves it. It's the first time I've ever done it. But anyways, thanks for all of you guys taking the time to listen to these stories, because it really is. It's awesome. It's what I found to be just one more thing of what shaving is, what shaving really is. See you next time.